Hello there! Fancy learning 10 facts about one of your favourite Roblox games? Well, you've come to the right place. You're watching DullPlaysGames, and in this video I'll be going over 10 Flood Escape 2 facts you might not have known. In Zamblanity, there is a secret room in the map. When heading to the 5th button, instead of climbing this ladder, turn around and then go left to enter a hidden wall and into the tunnel. This secret room contains the Living Pepsi's Roblox avatar and a picture of the Mona Lisa with a Doge face on it. At the end of Construction Thrill, if you activate Shift Lock and look through the wall, you can see an unused slide barrier. Ever wonder what FE2 map has the least amount of buttons? Well, that would be Surreal Scene, just having one group button. If you're interested, the maps with the least amount of buttons that isn't a community or highlighted map goes to Lost Woods, Flood Island, and Forgotten Tombs, all having 3 buttons. After the zipline on Toxic Woods, if you take a closer look at this blue crate here, you can see Talking Ben, a popular character from the Talking Tom series. At the time of making this video, Aquatic Reservoir is highlighted on normal difficulty, but what some of you might not know is that this map has actually been highlighted before, all the way back in 2022. Back in 22, highlighted maps weren't added to Flood Escape 2, but were instead featured on the FE2 Twitter page. But what's interesting about this old highlights system is that some of these maps would later either be added to Flood Escape 2 as a permanent map, or have been highlighted again and have been added to FE2 as a highlight, or even both. Some examples include Retro Coast, Zamblanity, Electric Heights, Abandoned Cemetery, Cursed Jungle, Spring Valley, Strawberry Springs, Amphibious Billow, Satomi Springs, Underworld Grove, Sandswept Ruins, and End of the Line. The map Lava Tower was once featured in the 7th annual Bloxy Awards YouTube video on the Roblox YouTube channel. In this clip, J Party was explaining about the previous winner of the Xbox Game of the Year award, which Flood Escape 2 had won the previous year. In the map Gloomy Manor, several pictures can be seen throughout the map, with most pictures featuring other FE2 maps. In an older version of the map, there was a picture of a Boo from the Super Mario series, and a picture of the Ouija from the Luigi's Mansion. However, these two pictures have been removed without replacement, leaving an empty space where the pictures used to be. The reason these two pictures were removed was probably because of copyright issues. However, you can still find the old Boo picture on FE2 Retro mode, and the picture frame of the photo of the Ouija. However, the image is now removed. Another fun fact about this map is that it also shares the name of one of the mansions in the game Luigi's Mansion 2. Before FE2 version 59.2, if a player stayed on a wall jump for more than 1 second, they would fall off, either landing on the ground below or drowning. But after version 59.2, this was removed to make moving wall jumps possible, such as those on Frozen Settlement, meaning that players can stay on wall jumps for forever. Well, until they drown from the flood. The longest gap between two maps being added in FE2 is between Blue Moon and the addition of Mad Dreams at 20 months or 489 days. On the opposite side, the shortest gap between two maps being added is the map added right after Mad Dreams Fallen Classic, being added only a day after. Mines of Misery currently holds the record of having the most air bubbles in a Flood Escape 2 map, having 3 air bubbles, or rather batteries, but they behave the same as air bubbles though. However, while unbeaten, there's been 2 FE2 maps that have joined Mines of Misery with this record, those being Oceanic Odyssey on hard with 3 air bubbles, and Sulfuric Depths on insane also with 3 air bubbles. However, Oceanic Odyssey was removed from FE2 when the map was no longer highlighted, and hasn't been added back in FE2 yet at the time of recording this video, and it's currently unknown if Sulfuric Depths will be staying in FE2 or not after no longer being highlighted. But in the meantime, Mines of Misery still holds this record, and even if both maps mentioned do get added in the future, at least all 3 maps will share the same record. And that's it for today's FE2 facts video. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this video. I'd love to hear your feedback. And also in the comments, let me know which facts you did or didn't know. Or if you have your own facts, let me know in the comments. Anyways, you've been watching DullPlaysGames. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.